Hi, Alex.
Hi, Mina.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so how many have you won so far?
0.
Okay, we can fix that.
You know why? Because I've been such a great date that
You're
the
right.
effort has been in the date and not in the game.
Right, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Silly me. Okay. Wait, why do we even play the game? I mean, you just be talking, right?
No, it's fun. It's fun.
All right. Well, you can go ahead.
Okay. Alex, would you like to take a vow of? Would you rather take a vow of celibacy or a vow of silence?
It's pretty tough, actually.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever. Well. Both. I was gonna say, I honestly was. Both are very hard.
It's true. Well, how long are we talking about?
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
I guess celibacy. 2 weeks isn't that bad.
You'd rather take a vow of celibacy.
Well, okay. So the reason for that is because my job requires me to communicate a lot, and to not communicate is such a big deal, and that I don't know. I'd rather be talking. I think talking is a lot of fun.
Talking is fun.
This is a tough question. All right, your turn. I gave a short answer, and you can give a short answer as well.
Okay. That is a really difficult question. It's a really difficult question.
That's
It
what I
is.
said. Yeah.
You know, like it has the different motives behind each. You know?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Okay, well personally I've always wanted to take a vow of silence. Like
Okay.
try it.
Uh-huh.
So there's a part of me that is yearning to say, okay, like vow of silence, don't talk. And there's a part of me that would be totally fine with that, just like have as much sex as you want, just don't talking. But you know, it kind of seems a little, I don't know. Not having sex for a bit is fine too, you know? Like, because talking is a way of expressing, and you can use it for many different ways. You know, you can use it to express yourself in many different ways. So, it's a really hard question. I don't know.
Is it a hard question, or is it a question you don't want to answer? That's the question.
Oh, jeez.
We can skip it.
I honestly just don't think I have an answer. Like, I'm just taking a totally cop-out way of avoiding the question. But
Well, let's put a time frame to it. Just do 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I rather not talk or rather not have sex for 2 weeks? Does that include all forms of sexual contact?
I didn't even think about that actually. I just thought it was just actual,
Like,
the actual act of it. But I
like
guess
I
you're
could
right.
do without like sex, but I don't know if I could go without, you know.
Oh my god, I actually didn't think of that. That makes it a little harder,
You know,
but
like hands-on. if there's no hands-on anything, I think I would probably just take the brunt of it and just not talk. You know?
honestly, you might be right.
Because that would be like a personal experience.
Well, the thing is,
There's no outside communication. There's no nothing. It's just like you can masturbate, you can have sex, but it's just within you, you
well,
know?
the thing is, we
No
didn't-
talking, just
It was just not talking. It didn't say you can text or.
that's
Really?
no. Talking
Oh.
means communication
Oh.
in my mind.
Okay, I didn't.
Talking embodies communication, reaching out, connecting, like everything that you would engage to express yourself, or you know. Whereas, like celibacy means like. To me, that means more like sex, like with somebody, or. But I mean, it's very interesting because both are, I guess you would say, like connecting with something.
Yeah.
But.
I just took it
different ways.
literally. I took it as can't talk, can't have sex. But obviously, you took it as like you can't, no talking, no looking at people. You can't give eye contact.
No, you can do that.
Well, no, you can give signals. You can start blinking and communicating. It's like one blink is a yes.
What? Yeah.
2 blinks is a no.
Yep. We're getting into other stuff.
All right.
Okay. I think if given the choice between saying everything that was on my mind or not talking at all, I would have to say not talking, because I think one learns more when you shut up and you give the chance to give other people the voice. And granted, I'd probably have to put up with a lot of bullshit, but I think that with that you'd build resistance and you'd build like an inner calm to like handle all that stuff.
That's actually really deep. I was thinking no, it's fine, it's good. I was thinking way more shallow. I was thinking there's just things that I would be thinking that would be really mean, or like I wouldn't ever say, but I'd be thinking, even if it's
too
briefly.
much information.
Yeah, like TMI, or like just blunt things that you would always shoot or whatnot, and it's like I don't want to be mean that way, so I'll probably just shut up and not say anything.
Yeah.
But you're just like, you got the philosophical thing going on here. Well, no, which is good. Honestly, it's good. It's just I didn't go that way. It's not the way my brain thinks when it comes to that.
It's good to see both of the way we think. I go super deep.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just more literal, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play.
Go for it.
Okay.
You can play.
You're gonna have to help me with this though.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
You're the deep thinker. You have this.
I know, but you're like boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
You're quick.
Okay.
You gotta help me. We're the opponent. Would you rather be called sexy or smart?
Whoa. Okay. Honestly, that's not too hard. Yeah, intern. Let me think about this. All right. So I'm getting a little philosophical here. So being called smart, I think it's pretty much happens a lot. Not per person. It's just like people say, you're really smart all the time. Whereas
to you.
No, just in general. Like, your teachers, like say you answer the question really quickly. Or,
Gotcha.
Your parents just see you do something smart and they're like, hey, that was really smart. Or, it's a very common compliment. Whereas if someone says you're sexy, that's much more uncommon, where people usually would mean it. Or like it's just not something that you would just throw out there. So I'd rather be called sexy than smart because it just means more. What about you?
It means more.
It has more merit, has more value.
I'd say the complete opposite.
Really?
Actually.
Well,
yeah.
okay, so to be fair, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So obviously, I would rather be, someone that's considered smart rather than only considered sexy. But at the same time, I feel like smart is just a common way to describe someone that I don't value that as much, and that's what I mean.
That's interesting. Though I don't agree that it's a more common way to describe someone. Even if it would be, I still would think I would still value being smart than sexy. Okay, I gotta choose.
Okay. Alright, so this one.
The tournament?
The
abomination.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then just enter.
Okay. The pressure! It's on!
So I do agree with you. Like I wouldn't want to, like, I would rather be called smart, but like I said, I have my reasoning behind it. I think it's just something that I feel like doesn't really carry weight. Where, like, I don't know. It's just the way.
Do you think smart doesn't carry weight over sexy? Sexy is like, granted, it's purely physical, but I mean, it's not purely physical. It is a way that somebody carries themselves. Like, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the same thing. Like, I do agree. Smart. Now that I'm thinking about it, smart is very. Sexy is more like a body, like movement and feeling, and smart is like analytical, like, it's two different, ways to, I don't know.
It's complicated.
Anyway,
it's a complicated question. All right.
Okay, I've got a good one for you.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Okay.
So, pretend that I am somebody that you need to give the birds and the bees talk to.
Why do I need to? You don't need to.
Everybody needs that conversation at some point.
I didn't get it. Just
And
saying.
I need that conversation. How would you phrase it? What would you say? Give it to me.
I'd say to go
Just
Google
lay it
it.
on me.
Go Google it.
Go Google it.
Hey.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, what if it was your kid? You're in the situation, you're a dad,
Well,
and
how
you
do
need to give it, would you say just Google it? Because they would come up with like 50 different things. Am I gonna end turn or are you gonna play really quickly?
I don't.
Play really quickly.
Do you think so? I think we're
play
not.
really quickly.
Okay. I don't know. I think we're not in a great spot right now. I'm just gonna.
It's because we're having too much fun.
We are. I can't. I don't know. I think we're not doing too hot right now. Okay.
End turn.
Okay. Sorry. Where were we? I got lost.
Birds and the bees.
Birds and the bees. And okay.
What would you say to your son or daughter?
This is very hard. I don't know if I ever want to give that conversation. Actually, I didn't even get that. So I don't know. My parents were never like, you know, one day you didn't have to learn this. I just kind of found out. Just,
On your own, yeah.
yeah, I mean, how to give that? Can I get a hint?
Okay.
How would you do it?
I would say Johnny.
Johnny, okay.
Johnny. When two people like each other, sometimes this would be really bad if I were doing this right now.
I don't think there's an easy way to do it, to be honest.
I honestly, as a parent, I would probably practice this in the
Practice
mirror,
this, oh God.
like multiple times.
Like you have some drawings, like some diagrams.
Yeah, I would so
PowerPoint.
Yeah. I don't know about PowerPoint, but I would certainly have diagrams. Okay, what do I do?
I don't think we're gonna get out of this.
Come on.
They have a lot of things out and we have
What
nothing.
do I do? What am I doing?
Okay, I think we're good. I think that's all we can do. It was... You didn't finish. Was that it? Just the diagrams?
Birds and the bees. Sometimes, you know, feelings, you have a lot of feelings. You know what happy and sad is. There's also a feeling of love and wanting. Oh, we got defeat.
It's okay.
Great job. And I'd say, you know, sometimes you want to act on those feelings of love and you want to share that. And you share that feeling of love with somebody.
That's it?
No, and I would go in depth.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if I need to do that here.
Okay,
I think
fair
we
enough.
all know what that means. But
Yeah. But poor little Johnny doesn't, so...
yeah.
Just saying.
I honestly would probably get puppeteers, and I'd have like,
Oh my
this
gosh.
and this is
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's much more visual and not as intense as Googling birds and bees or sex or whatever and seeing hardcore porn like on the screen, because that stuff happens. I'm telling you, I grew up overseas in Japan, and I'm just saying that stuff is like all over. As a little kid, like it's all over. And to see that like visually like in your face versus like over in the US, it's much more, you know, like
It's not anywhere.
it's not anywhere unless you like Google or you look online.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the internet, but it's more refined and it's so I would probably stick a little bit more, but not as refined. I'd be open and honest and want them to ask questions and talk about it.
Yeah.
And that stuff happens when you're super young, just like,
I mean, I
you
think
know,
it's important.
It's just like,
It's important to know how young are we talking about.
oh jeez. Okay, we're going way too.
Well, I mean, we're talking about 7-year-old Johnny versus 15-year-old Johnny. It's
Oh,
quite a
you-
big difference, right?
what they're gonna.
Well, this whole conversation in general, the birds and the bees. I don't know if 7-year-old Johnny needs to know much about it, whereas 12-year-old Johnny might need to know a little more. Just
Oh
throwing it
yeah,
out there.
totally. I have a younger brother, and he's 17.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I just say that because we have a large age difference, and it's been funny to see him like go through it. And I've asked him because I live on the west side, like on the west coast, and my brother lives on the east coast. I'm like, so did mom ever tell you? Because I tried to like have that birds and the bees question, like,
Really?
well, because I wanted to make sure because I knew my parents weren't gonna do it.
Oh
So
my
I was like,
gosh.
so. Do you know what happens? Like, is everything like? He's like, no, I know. And, like, you don't need to say anything. Like, stop embarrassing me. Like,
That's so
I was like,
funny.
okay, I just want to double check. But
That's funny because I have a younger brother too. He's 16. He's turning 16 this year.
he's young. Yeah, he's young.
He's turning 17 this year. 17 this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's young. And I mean, I was never about the birds and the bees. Like, I didn't get it, so I just assumed, I don't know, he has a girlfriend, and I'm just like, hey, just
Figure it out.
Just like, here, just make sure you're using condoms if anything. That's pretty much all I told him. And I think I trust him. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to say. It's just one of those things I don't have an answer to. I can't be like, well, this is the best way to go about the birds and the bees. I just don't have an answer for that. And it's just a hard question. These questions are hard.
I know. Great job. Great job.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you too. Nice talking.
Yeah, it was fun. Too bad we lost again.
Yeah.
Well, I had just gone off a date with Danielle, and she was fun, but just wasn't my type. I thought it was gonna be something similar, but Nina was just very open. She was very, very funny and had a good time. And she just, things were just cool.
I really enjoy having conversation with him and interacting with him, but in a romantic way. No.
Honestly, I wasn't sure if she was my type or not, but I just had a good time, and that's all I can say about that. Just sometimes you don't really know what your type is, and then you just meet somebody who you have fun with.
Alex, compared with my other dates, was fun and engaging. I'd say we had a little bit more to talk, like a little bit more philosophical. We got a little bit more deep than the other dates, but he was great to talk to and fun, and I did feel like it was a little bit more forced.
I think I learned a lot about her. I learned a lot about the way she thinks, and she's a funny person. We might not be the same people, just the way we think about things, but I think it's always nice to have a different opinion. Yeah, definitely had a really humorous time. I could definitely see us going on a date, but for me, it's not always about the person, but about timing. And I'm just a very busy person. I don't know if I could. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm not sure if I can always dedicate time. And she's a flight attendant. She's probably gonna be busy. I'm busy. It just seems like a conflict of time. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I can't see myself going on another date with Alex. He's really sweet, but not there romantically.
I probably wouldn't ask this because I'm just too shy, and I don't know. I just feel like it probably wouldn't work out in the long run, and it's just something that I just am very cautious of.